Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have done some damage at the Nordstrom anniversary sale. I think that's not a surprise. And I hope I'm in good company here. I hope you all have taken advantage of this Nordstrom anniversary sale. Anyway, I figured I would do two parts because I ordered some things online. I actually, after I shopped in store, I contacted my sales associate and asked her to put aside some more things for me. So anyway, most of this stuff is makeup, and then I'll probably have some more makeup to show you in my part two. But I did end up getting this Simple Human mirror and some, candles and all that kind of stuff. And I pretty much just ordered all that stuff online because I didn't want to carry it around in store. It's too heavy, it's too bulky. So if you'd like to see some of what I've purchased during this sale and watch me apply it to my face, then just keep on watching. So this is gonna be an interesting try-on haul because I purchased a lot of lippies. So I feel like this is gonna end up being more of like a lip swatch video. But anyway, I think that'll be fun to do and fun for you guys to see, and also give you an idea as to whether or not you think you need those things. So I didn't buy any foundation. I don't know if there are any like kind of foundation specials. I didn't notice any, but I have washed my face. I've put down some primer, but I haven't put on any makeup. So this is almost like a get ready with me. This is like a bonus video. Just kidding. That's probably not a bonus for you, but I'm going to go in with some La Mer Reparative Skin Tint now. I probably should have done this before I turned the camera on, but oh well. And I am feeling super lazy today, so I'm just going to use my fingers and put this on. And I think I'm going to use my new concealer, my new favorite concealer. Now, this is going to be part of my concealer week, but a bunch of you have been asking me about this because it is a brand new product. So I decided to do a full day wear test, and I filmed that video already. I just haven't posted it yet because I haven't started my concealer week yet, but I love it. I love it. It is the new Clé de Peau Radiant Corrector for eyes. I just love it. It is, for me, like great for the summertime. I love the Clé de Peau The Concealer. That's the one that comes in stick form. It has an SPF. It's beautiful. It's flawless. I love it. The coverage is much higher than this one, but that to me is because it's, it's heavier. It's a heavier sort of stick consistency than this, which is more of a cream. That's perfect for me for like fall, winter, I feel like. But for the summertime, when I like to keep things light, this is wonderful. So this is like my new favorite thing. So just to give you a preview of my concealer week video on this, it has a nice big brush, and this is one of the few clicky dispensers that I did not have to click like 1,000 times to get started. It was like, I think maybe 10 clicks in and the product just like came out. So I was really excited about that because I cannot stand when I have to sit there and click 1,000 clicks. It makes me nuts. I have it in the shade Ivory, and this is the lightest shade, and I think it works well for me. It is definitely on the brightening side. This particular shade is also very good for me because it doesn't have a lot of peach in there. Not that the peach ones don't work on my skin tone, but the peach in concealers and stuff, that's really meant to kind of correct any dark circles that you may have, the bluish purpley dark circles that you have, which I don't really have. I don't really suffer from that. I suffer more from just a general kind of sallow discoloration, and that, I think the peach helps that also, but I tend to like concealers or correctors that are just a little bit more neutral, and this one, as you can tell, is just very neutral. There maybe is just the slightest hint of peach in there, but it's definitely not one of those kind of like peachy kind of correctors. But I love the texture of this. It's light, it's really creamy. It feels like you're just putting on eye cream and blends in super fast, seamlessly. I just love it. So anyway, I highly recommend this, and definitely keep an eye out for a full like dedicated video on this concealer. Let's start with the Charlotte Tilbury palette. So this was a $75 palette, $153 value. And I just want to see in here if there is a powder that I can use to set down my eyes. So this is what the palette looks like. Really beautiful, hard plastic. And so here are the 6 colors. I haven't even opened up any of this stuff since I got home a couple days ago with this. I've just been way too busy. So anyway, it's just been sitting in my corner. So this is my first time kind of looking at it, aside from the really beat up looking tester in store. So these are powders. So this is a powder and a contour. It doesn't seem like there's any shimmer in here. Here's a pretty blush, and here's a summer blush. And then here are 2 glow powders. That's a really weird name, Pretty Blush. Like that's the only one that's gonna make you pretty. Anyway, so this powder, let me just go ahead and, oh, so soft. I'm gonna try this powder in here to set my eyes. I'm gonna use one of my new Chikuhodo brushes. This is the cheek brush. I think it's the Z4, 7? 4. I think this is the Z4. And I'm gonna go into this powder right here. So the tester in store was really, really beat up. So when I was kind of swatching the powders in there, they didn't feel quite as soft as it does in this palette. So I am very pleasantly surprised. Oh, nice. That color seems to work out for me. I was afraid it was going to be a little bit too dark, but it actually works out nicely. I think I'll set the rest of my face with this. I need a bigger brush for that though. I'm going back to my Z1 to set my face. Nice. All right, let me go ahead and try this contour. Here is a swatch of the contour color. And this looks lighter than the Film Star Bronze and Glow, which I love from her. And just for comparison's sake, here's the Film Star Bronze and Glow Bronze. Oh, maybe it's similar. Yeah, the one that's in the palette looks a little bit warmer. So they are different. And I'm going to use my Chikuhodo R H1 brush. This is that angled brush. These powders are so soft. So much product is picked up. So be careful with this. I have to say though, by looking at this palette now that I'm using it a little bit, I think if you have like even a touch deeper skin tone than me, I don't think this is going to work for you. This contour slash bronzer is, while it's very pigmented, it's just not that dark of a shade. All right, I'm going to go into these blushes here. So this summer blush looks like it's more of like a demi-matte, and the pretty blush is more of a satin kind of finish blush. So I'm going to go in with the summer blush first, and I'm using that Chikuhodo cheek brush. Oh, very pretty. Well, the summer blush is very pretty. The whole feel of this palette reminds me of her very first instant look in a palette. I think it was, it's called like Natural Beauty. Sorry, I just had to get out the Natural Beauty. So the Natural Beauty probably is even a little bit more subdued than this palette, but they kind of serve the same purpose. I feel like they're just very everyday, light, fair skin tone friendly. Anyway, reminiscent to me. And all right, let's go into this pretty blush, which is more of a shimmery one. And I'll put that on the apples of my cheeks here. Very pretty color. I mean, very, very pretty. Charlotte Tilbury definitely knows how to make you look very pretty, very feminine, very girly. But let me swatch these two blushes for you. So they're like the perfect like pinky peachy tone. So this one is the summer, no, this one is the pretty blush and this one is the summer blush. And then both of these powders are highlighters. So I'm gonna swatch these and decide which one I wanna use. So this is the top one and this is the bottom one. The top one is more peachy, the bottom one is more gold. So I'm going to use my Sonia G Sculpt 2 brush, and I'm going to go into this top one. I think I would normally go for this gold, but I'm going to go for this more peachy one, just to see what that looks like. Ooh, okay. Wow, this picked up a lot of product. I'm going to wipe some of that off and place that on my cheekbone. That's pretty. I feel like this would be better on a darker skin tone. I feel like it's kind of like noticeable, like not in a good way. Interesting. It is pretty though. I feel like when I work it in a little bit more, it looks better. Let me try this gold color. I'm just curious now. Yeah, I think both of these highlighters are, I think they're really pretty, but I think they're dark compared to the skin tones that these four powders would work for. These seem a little dark. Like this isn't very, I don't know, cohesive. Like this is definitely for like light to fair maybe light to medium skin tone, and this is definitely like light to medium skin tone, I think. I think the powders are really pretty though. This formula is very, very different from her Bar of Gold, but I just want to compare it to this Film Star Bronze and Glow, this highlight powder in here, because this is more of like a similar formula. See how this one is so much lighter than these two? This I feel like is a more appropriate kind of tone for this palette, so that's an interesting call, unless she meant for these to be more like blush toppers. I think the quality of this palette is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Usually I feel like when companies do like an exclusive like little set for particular stores or particular events, I don't know, sometimes I feel like they kind of like skimp on quality because they think it's going to be like an easy sell maybe. I don't know. So I am very, very pleasantly surprised at the quality of the powders in here. They're very, very soft, very, very nice. And they blend and go on beautifully. So thank you, Charlotte Tilbury. Very beautiful palette. So I also purchased the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush palette. I was not planning on getting this, especially because I have 2 out of the 3. But one of these blushes is exclusive to this palette, to this Nordstrom anniversary set. So the 2 colors that I have are the 2 on the ends. So this Surreal Glow and Mood Exposure I have. This is actually the first blush I ever got from Hourglass, and I really do love it. And this Surreal Glow is in one of the holiday, like one of the bigger palettes. It is in this marble one, and it's this one right up here. So I have 2 out of the 3, but I do travel quite a bit, and I do like bringing these blush palettes with me. So I just thought it would be handy, and I did want to get this Luminous Flush because this one is really, really pretty. So let me go ahead and just swatch all 3 for you. So here is Surreal Glow, Luminous Flush, and Mood Exposure. And I've almost run out of arm room here. So those are the 3. So this is the new exclusive one to this set. I think I'll put a little bit on just to see what the Luminous Flush looks like. If I look like a clown, don't judge. I'm really getting into pinker type of blushes versus like peach nude blushes. I don't know, I really like the brightening effect it has. I feel like it's making me look more youthful. Humor me. So I'm glad I picked this up. Even though I had 2 out of the 3, it's okay. It's all right. I also picked up the Nars Hot Escape Eye and Cheek Palette. So comes in this box here. This was $49, $131 value. And here is the outside packaging. How cool is that? And here is the set. So we've got a blush, a highlight, and 4 eyeshadows. Let me go ahead and swatch the blush and highlight. I'm not going to be putting more face products on. And I'll swatch these up here. So there's the cheek. Wow, that is pigmented. And there's the highlight. Ooh, that's pretty. Maybe I will put that on. Let's try the highlight. And this highlight is called Sunstreak. I don't know if we can see it on top of everything else I have, but I do feel like it's lightening up the Charlotte Tilbury. So that is nice. All right, let's go ahead and swatch these eyeshadows. Ooh, they feel nice. Again, I really wasn't expecting much because, like I explained, I just feel like companies always kind of feel like these are easy sells, so they don't put a lot of effort into them, but these look amazing. Look at that gold. So I'm not planning on using these eyeshadows. I will leave it out in case I want to use one of the shades, but I did purchase the Tom Ford Iris Braun set, so I am planning on using those eye colors. So speak of the devil, here is the Tom Ford set. It is $87. They don't have a value on there. So this, oh, wow. So this box like opens up like so. The packaging is beautiful. Really, really beautiful. I will be keeping this box. I'm going to take the lipsticks out because, again, we're going to have like a lipstick swatch-a-palooza at the end of this. And let's take a look at this quad. I follow Pretty Is My Profession. She is on Instagram as that. That's also her blog name. Her name is Liz, and she's wonderful. She has the best feed on Instagram. Follow her if you don't already. And she has a great blog. And she blogged about this set. She was really excited to get it. She's a huge Tom Ford fan, like I am. I think that's what we bonded over. And she did an amazing, amazing blog post on this quad. Because a lot of people were thinking that it looked a lot like Coco Mirage, which it doesn't. Coco Mirage is a lot more neutral, a little bit cooler than this quad, but she has a bunch of the single shadows that Tom Ford just came out with during the spring, and she duped all of them with the singles that she has. So go over to her blog if you're interested in taking a look at that, if you have a lot of his singles and you're wondering if you need to get this. I think this may also be sold out though. So I apologize if that's the case, but if you have a store near you, the inventory is different. So if it's sold out online, it may not be sold out in stores. So definitely check out your local store if you have one near you and you're still interested in getting this and you can't find it online. So I'm just gonna hold this up next to Coco Mirage just so you can see the difference. And I'm gonna hold them up upside down because that's easier. So here is the Iris Bronze and here is the Coco Mirage. So you can see the Iris Bronze, there's a lot more of like a red, warmer undertone in here. And these are much cooler, more neutral. I think these shades are really, really beautiful. I'm not gonna talk about the dupes. I'm gonna let you go over to Liz's blog. Pretty is My Profession, again, is the name of it. I will try and remember to link it down below. If I don't remember, leave me a comment to leave the link down below. I will do so. All right, I'm gonna go in with this pale shade here. And I'm using my Tom Ford number 13 brush, by the way. And this shade is definitely not a flat matte. There is a little bit of something in there. Then I'm gonna go into this warmer brown underneath. I forgot to give you swatches, so I'll do that when I'm done with this eye look. So far these are working out nicely. I think the pigmentation is there. They're blending out beautifully. I'm going to go into this dark brown color. I'm going to take my Hakuhodo S142 brush. It's just a little bit smaller than that Tom Ford blending brush. I'm going to focus this on my outer V here. This is squirrel hair too, so it doesn't pick up quite as much product as this Undyed Goat, so it's less scary for me when I go into a like darker color. All right, we got some nice shadowing there. And then I just want to put this gold shade on the inside to middle portion of my lid here. I'm going to try this new Koyudo White Canadian Squirrel Hair brush. This is the small one. I just want to see how easily or nicely it picks up more like metallic shadows. So I'm going to go into this gold shade. That's nice. Let me use actually the larger size. My medium one is dirty, so I'm going to go in with this large one. It's probably a little bit too big for what I want. Oh, nice. I think it does a good job. For a really soft hair, actually does a really good job picking up pigment. All right, let's try the other eye with my finger, just for science. I don't think it's necessarily better. I'm going to go back in with this large Koyudo brush. Nice. Well, I love this quad. I feel like this is Tom Ford quality shadows. They all went on really, really nicely. I love the color selection. Now, if you don't have any of his singles, this is definitely worth getting. Again, I think it may be sold out, but definitely check your store if you're near one. I am just going to line my lower lash line with this dark brown color here, and I'm just looking for a brush to do it. Actually, let me take this small Koyudo brush and go into this color here. This could be like my new favorite eye look. Let me go ahead and swatch these eyeshadows for you. So here are the 4 shades, and I'll swatch them right underneath the Nars. Beautiful. I love this. All right, I didn't get any eyebrow stuff during the sale, so I'm just going to quickly put on some of my Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel. All right, my quick and easy brows, and let's get into some lip swatches. So I have these sitting out here, so let's just start with the 2 that came in the Tom Ford set. All right, so here is Casablanca. This has that vanilla cocoa scent, a really nice like rosy color. No sheen to it, just like a straight up cream lipstick. And then here is Spiced Honey, which is the other lipstick that came in the Tom Ford set. This looks a little too pale for me, but let's take a look. Here is Spiced Honey. Not my favorite kind of lip color. I don't mind a nude, but I don't like when it's this pinky peachy, or if there's that much like white in it. I don't mind when it's a little bit more brown. I should probably swatch these on my arm for you so you guys can get a good sense of them. So here's Spiced Honey, and here is Casablanca. So Casablanca Spiced Honey. They feel wonderful on the lips. If you guys are familiar with Tom Ford lipsticks, you know what I'm talking about. They just feel so good. So I also picked up the YSL Nude Lips Set. $74, $110 value. So curious why this box is so big. Oh, the bag is actually a pretty big size. I think that's why this box is so big. And it just has YSL Beauté Ready to Glow kind of written all over this bag. So this comes with 3 YSL nude lip colors. I don't have a lot of YSL lippies, so this was a great set for me to kind of try. I think I only have some of their Volupte Shine and like Oil and Balm. This one is the Rouge Pure Couture in number 70, so it's this packaging. Here is the color. So this is more pink than nude to my eye. Really soft. I can kind of taste the fragrance though, which is not my favorite thing, but the texture of this is so lovely. It's really, really creamy. Okay, the fragrance is really strong though. I don't like that I can taste it. I wonder if this is bad or something. It doesn't smell off. It just smells very fragrant. So that's number 70. And then here is a Rouge Volupte Shine. So I've tried this formula before, but I don't have this color. This is number 9. That's what number 9 looks like. And here's a swatch. This is very pinky too versus nude. Really pretty. And I like the way these smell. These smell very fruity. This color is great with this cheek. All right, and the last thing in this set is a Vinyl Cream in number 417. Oh, what an interesting doe foot. It's like got a point at the end. And let me swatch this. Ah, now that's a nude. I almost don't feel like I see it on my lips. Is that weird? I mean, I kind of see it. I mean, it's like obvious I have something on my lips, but I think it's more sheer than I thought. What an interesting formula. It goes on so thin and slowly is starting to like thicken up and set, I guess. Definitely doesn't dry down to a matte, at least not yet. Still feels really, really moist on the skin, but it's like turning to a cream. That is a really interesting formula. I am definitely going to be looking into these a little bit more. Vinyl Cream. I guess that is the most accurate description for this. Isn't that interesting? I also purchased the Bobbi Brown Nude Lip Color Trio. This was $50, $84 value. This was totally on a whim. This is what's in there. There's a lipstick, a lip gloss, and a lip liner. Oh, this comes in a nice little pouch, like clear front pouch. And then there's like Bobbi Brown imprinted there, and it's just like this little Ziploc. That's handy. Let's take a look at this lip liner. So this is the lip liner beige. I don't think I have any Bobbi Brown lip liners. So this is my first. Oh, that's pretty. That's like a warm, on the warmer side of beige. I can see like a little bit of orange in there. That went on nicely. It feels a little bit like a drier lip pencil, which I don't mind. I don't want them too dry, but if they're a little bit on the dry side, I don't mind. I think they help kind of keep your lipstick in place. And then here is the lipstick. This is a crushed lip color in the color Bare. These, I believe, are on the more sheer side, if I'm remembering correctly, but let's do a swatch. Yeah, that's pretty. Oh, that matches like perfectly. That's nice. This is such an interesting formula because it is like kind of on the sheer side kind of lipstick, but it goes on really uniformly and it's like really, really creamy. And usually with sheer lipsticks, I feel like I kind of have to build it up, but this is definitely on the more pigmented side of sheer lipsticks. There's just more, I feel like there's just more oomph to this product. Ooh, it's really nice. Then it also came with this lip gloss called Sandy Beige. It smells a little bit minty, so it's a minty lip gloss. I'm gonna put this right on top. Oh, let me swatch first before I dirty up the wand. So look how pretty that is. Just a hint of shimmer, a little bit like gold. You guys know how much I like gold lips. So I just put a hint of that lip gloss on top, but I think this would be nice on its own too. All right, we have 2 more lip sets to get through. And then the next one is one that I mentioned in my shopping list, Nordstrom Anniversary Sale shopping list video. And this is the Giorgio Armani Lip Maestro set, the travel set. So it comes with colors 400, 500, and 514. Love this formula, so I thought, why not? Again, I travel a lot. I'm sure I can take one of these with me. So let's start with 400. This is like a solid primary red color. Let me swatch for you first. A red that definitely is on the bluer side. A very poor application. Sorry, it got really messy right up here. But this is 400. And then here is 500. I think this is the one that's exclusive to this set. That's a pretty pink. Well, this pink is kind of like pinky peachy. Oh, it's pretty. I should buy more sets like this because I feel like it kind of forces me to branch out. I don't think that this is a color I would normally purchase or even look at. And then the last one in this set is color 514. So this is like a deeper, I think cooler pink, but we'll see once I get it on here. Yep, so here's 514. It looks closer to a mauve. All right, there is 514. Pretty. I like the range of these colors. Really, really nice. Okay, and last but not least for this part one is this Chanel lip set. So this is the Rouge Coco lip set, $100, and I got the pink trio. So I think there's a peach trio and a pink trio. So it comes with a ultra hydrating lip color, a gloss, and also one of those Rouge Coco lip blushes that you can use on your cheeks or your lips. And it also comes with this super cool little pouch. It's like nylon feeling and it feels like puffy, almost like a comforter. All right, let's start with this Rouge Coco lip blush. So this is in color 414. This is the product that can go on your lips or your cheeks. I was like kind of curious about this product when these first came out, which I think was this spring. I'm not sure. I think this spring. But none of the colors really spoke to me. So anyway, I ended up getting it in this set. Oh, it's like a lot more sheer than I thought, unless that's the applicator. That is a pretty color. I already have enough cheek products on. I think I'm just going to try this on the lip. It's kind of weird. It feels like that YSL vinyl cream. Like it's not sticky at all. It's not drying down like the vinyl cream though. It's staying kind of like loose feeling. It's not like thickening up. Oh wait, maybe it is. I could do this all day. It kind of has a similar finish. It's not like matte in any way. It kind of has like a dull shine to it, like a vinyl. I kind of like this color too. This is a great summer color. All right, now let's play with this Rouge Coco Shine, I think this was. 434 in the color Mademoiselle. And let's swatch this. Ooh, how pretty. That's a very me color. Ooh, I like this formula. Wow, that goes on nicely, and I love the finish. A little bit more shine than just a cream. Oh, I have to try more of these. And then let's try the gloss on top. So this is the Rouge Coco Gloss in 96. This is what this one looks like. I love the Chanel doe foot applicators. They're kind of bigger at the end. They just remind me of golf clubs. Not that I play golf. Here is that gloss. Ooh, pretty. Okay, let's put this on top. Ooh, nice. Adds just like a really nice sparkle. I'm so glad I ended with this. I'm so glad I can keep this on. All right, so that is the end of my try on Nordstrom anniversary sale haul part one. Definitely subscribe down below if you like videos like these. I do a lot of try on hauls, and I definitely have a part two coming up. I think there's only one makeup product in there. The rest is I have a few clothing items. I actually may mash it up with another haul. Anyway, now I'm rambling. But definitely subscribe down below if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions down below in the comment section, and I'll see you in my next video.